Okay, let's take a look at graphing. This is in slope-intercept form. I almost said vertex form. I don't know what I was thinking. All right, slope-intercept form, which is that y equals mx plus b that you've probably seen many times. And you know, m is the slope and b is the y-intercept. And I know that, you know, unfortunately, those are not like, it's not like they start with the same letter, and so it's easy to remember. But the B does help us to remember that this is where we need to begin. We begin at the end of this. So at the end, in other words, after the X, look at this one. There's nothing there, right? So that's one reason this can be confusing. And so think about that it's plus 0. Now, we don't normally add 0 to things. You know, you don't say, oh, I'm 16 plus 0 years old. Like, we don't say that, right? But it's true. You technically are 16 plus 0 years old. Anyway, you get what I'm saying. We don't typically say that, but there is a plus 0 at the end. Let that help you to remember that means we begin at 0. So we're on the y-axis. That's the y-intercept at 0. And then the slope is -3/5. So let's look at that and think about what that means. -3/5. Now I just put the negative on top. It was actually written in front, so I'll put it in front. Okay. Remember that this is the rise over the run. It's a negative slope. So I know that the overall slope is like this. I know it goes downward as we go to the right. So there's a couple of ways to think of it. For me, I always try to go up 3. I always try to go up on the top number. And then the run, you know, just tells me that I'm going to go to the left or right. And because it's negative, I'm going to go left. So left 5 and put a point there. Almost went to 6. All right. And so if just think about if you'd gone down 3 instead, 1, 2, 3, then you would just do the opposite. You go right 5. So, you know, one of these has to be negative. You either want to think of it as down 3 and right 5. Oh my goodness, that's so loud. Or you want to think of it as up 3 and left 5. I mean, you got to do one or the other to get it to be that negative slope. And so from that, you can kind of see like where your line is going. I'm struggling with my technology today. Gracious is all. You would think it was a Monday. That's not a Monday for me. Okay. There we go. Graphing in slope-intercept form. There's our negative slope. It's similar to the one that I sketched. I just knew that it should be heading downward as we go across. And yeah, that's the gist of it. You put the nice clean one on there. It's a little bit prettier than mine. So there we go. I hope that helps. If anything, it should encourage you that you don't have to have it perfect to get it correct. All right. Have a great day. See you next time.